Hey, it's Jeremy here, and today I'm going to walk you through how to build a newsletter to send out to the masses in KVCORE. This video is going to take a bit. I'm going to go a little bit slower so that everybody can follow along. I encourage you, work on building this as we go through the video, pause it when necessary, and I think this is going to help a lot. So once you have your template built, you just have to change out some of your content. I already have one built, but I'm going to go ahead and start as if I'm building it completely new. So let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, so you're going to go into KVCORE. There's one thing you need to do first before this works properly. And if you go over here to all lead engine tools, all marketing. So under all marketing, you see these different options here, and you see the scheduled mass emails get started. You're going to want to click on this. It's going to bring up a form. Complete that form, and within 48 hours, you'll be given access to sending mass emails. You can send them through the system, but I believe they've created this feature so that it protects you from getting sent to spam, and we don't want your emails going there where nobody sees it. All right. So once you have that set up, this is where you'll come in to schedule your email. But with your newsletter, you're going to operate from a template. So over on the left-hand side, we're going to go to where it says all marketing, and we're going to go down to smart campaigns. We're going to click on templates. We're going to go to the far right here, add a template. All right, so the template name, I put a 1 in front of mine, and I'll show you why that helps to find if you start having a lot of templates or the system templates, this will separate it out. So I'm going to do 1. I'm going to say newsletter. And since I already have a newsletter template, I'm going to go ahead and put a 2 so that I know this is a second copy. The subject, for right now, we're just going to put newsletter. You're going to click on Advanced Editor. All right, so if you've watched my how to build an email, you'll understand it operates the same way. It's kind of a drag and drop as you add content. You can add different features, images, buttons, dividers. You can create rows. You can split rows. You can do a bunch of different things. So on the top, I'm going to add an image. And that image is going to be, see if I can find it in here. 1 second. I've already loaded it up. And it's this email header. So I created this email header over in Canva. If you search Canva templates, you can search for an email header, and all I had to do was drop in my picture, type my name in, and put the Red Hawk property team. So pretty easy to do. All right. So once I have that in, I'm going to create or I'm going to add content. So I'm going to put in text. Take that out. You can put in a merge tag. Say first name, put a comma. All right, now I'm going to add my text. So it's going to bring in everybody. It's going to merge their first name. So what I did before I started this video is I went in and I typed up basically what I wanted to say. I did it in GPT because at the beginning, if you notice at this prompt, I say, write this better. So it's going to take all my thoughts. It's going to word it better. It's going to put it better together. It's going to make sure it's spelled correctly, the punctuation's right, all those good things. and it spit out exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the text from my newsletter. Back over to KVCORE. I'm going to paste that in. All right, so it looks really good. I'm going to add for content. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to add a button. And I'm just going to say here, learn more about me. So the purpose of this newsletter, the topic this week is essentially just to reintroduce myself. Okay. I'm going to do a couple editing things here that I just noticed. I like to give it a little space. So where the paragraphs, I want them to have a space between them. Easier on the eyes. And then down here, I ask a question. So this newsletter is about reintroducing myself, and I kind of talk about how, and you've had these situations before where you've haven't seen somebody in a long time, and then you see them again, and they still talk to you and treat you the same way that they knew you at that period of time, not realizing the growth that's happened in your life. And it's okay, right? It happens. You have grace in knowing that that's how they know you. That's emotional intelligence, right? Is being able to have the grace to understand that's exactly how they know you. It's like the person that always goes back to the touchdown pass in high school. That was the last time that you saw them, and that's how they relate to you. And they don't know. Part of it's on us, right? We have to make sure that we reintroduce ourselves and let people know who we are. So that's what I talk about in this newsletter. And then I posed a question down here at the bottom. When was the last time you've reintroduced yourself? All right. So I'm going to click on this button here, and I want them to come to my resources page because I have a lot of different things on here that talk about my book and the podcast, the agent opportunities. So I'm going to copy this. That's where I'm going to send them. And when I click on that button, there's a URL link here. I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to, no, there's not a save here. Okay. Sorry. The save is add template. So I'm going to, every once in a while, I'm going to come down here and add the template. When you add the template, it goes away. So then I need to come back in here and find it. I might have to refresh. And I do that because I don't like, if I'm putting a lot of work into it, I don't want to accidentally close it out and have not saved it. So there it is now in templates 1, newsletter 2. So anything that has a 1 in front of it is going to show up first. So there's like 361 templates in there. I don't want to have to remember the name of it. So anything that I create, I just put a 1 next to. Little trick. All right, I'm going to edit. All right. So I like to drive people to different things inside of my website with my newsletter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick a divider beneath that button. You'll see a little gray line come up right there. Next, I'm going to go to rows. This right here is a single row. I want to put a split row beneath it. I'm going to go down and select the one that splits it evenly. And I'm going to put that down below the gray line. Okay. So you can see there's two blocks of content. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to put an image on my left. And then I'm going to put text on my right. All right, so what I'm going to do here is feature my blog post. You can also feature a listing. So we talked about creating the multi-property IDX pages. You could have a picture of a home and then search other homes out here to the side, or a button for them to search for homes. You can make it a hyperlink, whatever you want. So you can be as creative as you want with these blocks. There's different row options. You could have multiple pictures. You can do all sorts of stuff. You can even put HTML in there or dynamic content. Some pretty cool stuff. All right. So if I go over here to my website and I go to Your Agent and I go to my blog, these are the most recent blog post. You can see up here at the top, it says blog.php. If you share that, it's going to share whatever the newest post is. If I go down here and actually click on it, you'll notice that my link up here changes. And that's the one I prefer to have. So I'm going to just right click on this picture that I have already put in there, save the image. And then I'm going to grab this link. Go back over to my letter. I'm going to browse for that image. Insert it. And there it is. Here, I'm just going to say, what the article's about. So learn 10 great questions a real estate agent should ask to qualify a seller prior to the listing appointment. And I'm going to say read more here. I'm going to highlight that read more here and hyperlink it. I'm going to Control V, paste that link in there. Make sure that it opens in a new window, and I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to highlight it again, and I'm going to bold it so it stands out. All right. So I want to put another blog post beneath that. So what I have to do is I have to go to rows. I have to go to a full row, put it down here at the bottom. Go to content. I'm going to put a line break inside that box. You can see the line break now between, think of it like boxes that you're putting stuff into. So line break between the two boxes here. And then I'm going to go back to rows. I'm going to select the one that splits it. I'm going to put that just beneath that gray bar, release it. And now you can see there's two blocks. I'm going to go back again to content. I'm going to drag the image inside of that box. And then I'm going to drag the text to the other box. I'm going to go back to my website. Go back to my blog. Scroll to the bottom. This one next. Open house tips. So save image. I'm going to get this link up here at the top. I'm going to copy it, Control C. Browse for the image. I don't have that one, so I need to upload it. There it is. Click on insert. Then I'm going to say what makes an open house successful? Read more here. All right, so I'm going to highlight that. Put in my URL. It's a new window. I'm going to click OK. Bold that as well so it stands out. And then I'm going to add one more. So I'm going to go back to rows. I'm sorry. Yep. I'm going to go to rows. I'm going to grab the full container, put it down at the bottom. Do a content divider. Put that inside of that box. Then I'm going to go back to rows. There. Again, I'm going to put an image. And I'm going to put text. You can do core videos or paid videos where it's directly embedded inside of the newsletter. You can do that. It's a premium for that tool. You could also do video blocks, which will ask for a link. And so if you have your video hosted in YouTube, you would just drop that link into it and it'll automatically populate. So pretty cool. It'll take them out of the newsletter to that video in YouTube. All right, so we're going to go back to our blog, go all the way to the bottom. This image. Copy the link at the top. Browse. Upload. Insert. Then that article. Okay. Put 3 reasons why. Here are 3 reasons should hire. Here. Highlight it. All right. So I've got my 3 blog posts I'm going to highlight in this newsletter. Go back to content. And I'm going to do a row, put that underneath there. The content divider, put it inside that box. And then I'm going to add social media. So I'm going to put that down below that divider. All right. So the social media buttons are in. I'm going to click on those. I don't use Twitter for business. I have a Twitter account, but not for business. So I'm going to delete that. You have to go in and update these. So for Facebook, I'm personally choosing to add my personal profile. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go in here and paste it. Instagram. Profile. Got my profile. LinkedIn. Profile, copy my link. That in there. You can add an icon. I'm going to do YouTube. My inbox. Apps. Studio. Click my channel.
I don't know who said it.
I'm going to grab this link on the top. Back to my newsletter. Paste. And I'm done. All right. So that's my newsletter. That's what's going to go out on Friday. So how do I make that happen? I'm going to update the template. I'm going to go back over on the left-hand side, and this is after you've been granted permission to do mass emails. I'm going to marketing, all marketing, scheduled mass emails, get started. This is what it'll look like once it's up and going. Right, you can see I've already had some go out. I'm going to schedule an email. First thing you have to do is say when it's going out. So Friday, 27th. Going to go out at 7 a.m. My template, I'm going to do 1, newsletter 2. Now my subject, I can change that here. I created that over in ChatGTP. There it is. So I asked it based on what it typed above, what would be a fitting email title. It created one for me. Paste that in there. All right. And once that's done, the next thing is to go over. There's different ways you can send the email, but I'm going to do mine by hashtag. So anybody that has the hashtag newsletter is going to get my newsletter. So always go through and double check. Newsletter going out the 27th, 7 a.m. I have the right template. It's time for a reintroduction, embracing growth and change. Send a test. So it'll send you an email where you can go in and you can test all the links. It's really important. You don't want to send something that doesn't work. After you've gone, checked your inbox, tested all the links, keep this window open, don't close it. You're going to click on schedule. And once you do that, your newsletter is off to the races. So hopefully I didn't make it clear as mud, walked you through it. Again, I encourage you, the only way you're going to learn this is to actually go through it yourself. Pause the video, create the content. A lot of the pictures that I grabbed had all been created in Canva. Canva Pro, it's like $144 a year, but it has tons and tons of content ready to go for you. So take advantage of that. Newsletter, the deliverability is pretty incredible. I had Kajabi prior, and Friday mornings, what I do is I get my cup of coffee, I have Google Analytics, which that'll be a separate video set up to watch what happens as the email goes out. and I can tell you it far outperforms what Kajabi was doing. So I know the deliverability on the email is much, much higher. You'll get a lot of bounce backs. You'll get people that unsubscribe, and these are going to probably be people you know. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just keep adding people over time. And what you'll realize is you'll have a following sooner than later. The people that want to read it are going to read it. The people that don't aren't, so don't worry about them. Just keep adding people to your mailing list. If you have any questions, reach out. That was a live drill. That email is actually going out this Friday at 7 a.m. So I killed two birds with one stone. I built a newsletter today and showed you exactly how to do it. If you have any questions, reach out. Y'all have a great day.